You just waiting for the stream to reload on my channel. Okay, let me go to my channel. Close the tab, close the tab. Let's open Buddha's sandwich. Is it there? Is it there? It is there. Okay. Oh wait, I need to grab the give me a second. God, when was the last stream? Damn, it's here. Okay. I just need to grab the information for the invite and stuff. Oh, here we go. Just grab that. Come here. God, I should have planned this better. Pinned message. Okay. That's good. So, it's been a while since the last stream. Is a quite obvious statement to say. I think the last stream was a couple weeks ago, like a month ago probably. Because they did both the POVs for Gold Rush and this ride in that time, and they were about a week apart. And then this POV was about 2 weeks ago, probably. So yeah, it has been a while, but I'm somewhat back. I've kind of just got some time now. I couldn't really stream with board because the internet was so bad over there, and I've got like no privacy because of the way the floor plan of the house is. So it'd just be background noise and stuff. You know, I'm back in England, decent internet, bit of privacy, all good stuff. So let's just do a quick rundown of what I've kind of done whilst you've not been here. So, the hole in the middle of the map is gone. Well, the middle of the map. In the middle of this area is gone. You can see I've kind of put this pavilion style building here. In the style of this. I think it turned out okay. The curves are a bit interesting still. Like, why is this in 2 and that one's free and that one's free? It's not really something you notice, so it's not really a problem. Obviously that got finished. Oh yeah, I've yeeted the monorail here because I need to redo that curve to fit. I was meant to do that a while ago actually. But oh well. And then the obvious thing is there's now a new ride here. Like I said, I wasn't going to build this one on stream because it's not the most interesting thing. But it is here now. But I did say it would be finished by the time I start streaming again, so then we could just go straight in with the Mac Extreme Spinning Coaster. But the way the timings come out and stuff, we've ended up with kind of a floor plan and a coaster. So this is a Mac powered mine train, and the idea for this ride is that it's going to do multiple laps. You can see the floor, red's the path, green's like model buildings, diamond's the actual station. I've just used blue for the pillars here. Yeah, but I built this. It's quite a short layout because it does it twice, and yeah, it's not the most interesting because I mean, look how high off the ground it is. It's basically like that section there. But, you know, we can just take a quick run around it. Oh, and if you notice, I switched to walls for it because I didn't think I thought the blocks were just way too thick for a ride this high off the ground. It actually works out quite nicely because I could actually get footers that I like a lot. I do prefer these footers to those ones because those ones technically speaking, 3 meters wide. Which is, you know, a 3 meter wide footer is interesting, to say the least. But yeah, this has turned out quite nicely. I need to decorate inside here because currently it's just pitch black. I don't know what to put in here though, so we'll save that. And we kind of got the trench going in and out of it, which is quite cool. Then we hit this helix here, and then this just comes around. Yeah, it's looking decent. And then you can obviously I need to do the commands where I can have the system that I've got on all the other rides, but when you leave, it switches to a different system. Well, it gets rid of all of the it moves the commands away, and actually there's just one or two command blocks you need to move, and it gets rid of like the blocker in the track, which is the button to summon the minecarts on, and then it just puts a couple powered rails in, and then it can just plow through it, which very epic. Looking at the park from here is quite cool. It's good to see everything. And then we hit the trench again. And then, yeah, it's quite low. It's quite close to the path. I probably should have made it slightly steeper. Like, there's basically no steep parts. It's actually kind of impressive. Uh, um, and the steepest bit is like that dive over there. It's interesting. Okay, and then you'd come back in, and then the station would have returned to the original. You'd then get off here and walk around. Okay, so we do have a bit of um, a plan in place already. So kind of coming off this main spiral area, kind of coming in over to here. It's quite a small area. It's not it's decently sized. We still have some space either side of it, and just some area along there. And obviously I want to go over here and put like a permanent land feature that just comes through the park there. So that'd probably wait until later on in the theming of this coaster. So I've brought the path up to the trenches either side, because I think that's cool. Obviously there needs to be a wall here, here and here. But I was thinking maybe, because you can see here that there's no path here, but there's like a railing here. So what I'm thinking is we bring this railing all the way to here, and we do the same here, and then we have this area like sunken down a block or so, like just the actual paths and stuff. So then we can use the side of the thing as the actual wall, and just put like a fence or barriers along it or something. And then put like some plants along here, that can't hurt. Yeah, and that just gives us a bit more height. It makes the coaster look slightly taller from the paths, because I imagine this is going to be like a fence just coming across here. I think that would be nice and interesting. Yeah, so I think that's kind of like the idea I'm playing with at the minute, is just have this area sunken down slightly. Oh, hey there, Tiamos. How's it going? So we might as well attempt that. And if not, it's just gonna be a waste of time, but not too much time, so it's not too big of a deal. Now I think I'm gonna bring it just one block in because it's kind of like, oh, you actually need to head in this direction to drop down instead of you can accidentally just walk down. Like that is, I think that's just a bit better than just doing that and then dropping here. So we'll put like 2 block slabs in here, just along here like this. We'll fix that in a minute. And then this area needs sorting. Now obviously there needs to be kind of a thing here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Where are we heading? 1. Okay. That's too far. But let's just see how far we overshoot. How is that? Yeah, that doesn't look right. Okay. I could just get I could just calculate this, but you know, I can just eyeball it this one time. So 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Eyeballed it, and it came out decent, which is surprising. So the red's kind of just representing the border to the path. So that'll be a fence, so you can kind of come here and see this. And then I kind of want to have like an archway that goes underneath. That's like the only building. Obviously I need to add some more buildings around the place to make it feel like it's properly built into like this industrial Victorian kind of area, like over there, how the ride's properly involved within the buildings and stuff. We've got something here, I don't know what I'm going to do there. We'll just leave that for a second. Okay, so but let's take this down. Is that the yeah, brown terracotta? Which is more black than brown, but you know, whatever. Okay. I could probably just get a command block to delete the 2 blocks underneath me. And oh well. We are removing dirt. Very, you know, riveting content this. Oh, okay. And then this becomes this. We could probably do like a bit of test land just to see what it will look like, because I don't, you know, I think this is the way to go because it justifies having this space between this area and this area. Obviously, just breaking up the path with some walls is like another justification, which is like more than fine, but yeah, I think this has got a couple benefits, as we can use the trench walls here as actual walls, like path border walls and stuff. And this area is actually kind of nice because we're getting in a couple more angles. You know, building on an angle is genuinely, I'd say, better. It's more challenging, but like in the end, you've got something that just has like, it just looks way more complex because you've got a grid and you've got an angle, so you've immediately added like a lot more shape into a build or something that way. Which is handy. So we can just start clearing out this land here. You can tell I literally, all my preparation for this stream was, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream. I built some outlines because I didn't really think I was going to be, I didn't think I was going to be sinking the terrain down too much. Well, I say too much. There's literally like 1 block, but because it's path, you have to go down 2. Okay. Might be. Okay, let's just mark an area, and then we'll do it area by area. Here. Here. Let's do this bit. And then we can figure out what we really want to do once this is here. Okay, so just take this back here. We can go right up to the edge of the building. This will be one taller now, because I got a bit of a foundation. Oh, suddenly this is really quick. Okay. Yeah, we're making epic progress. Obviously, you know, it's already looking taller from down here because we're 2 blocks lower than it. And it's also weird because it's further away, so we got that parallax kicking in slightly. Just taking more blocks out. Very epic. Right. If we just go up to maybe... Oh wait, I know what we're going up to, and we'll put some path in and see how it feels. We should probably also do the redstone blocks video well. It's interesting building the trench and the buildings out of the same block. Because usually they're not the nicest looking thing, trenches. But here, you know, I wanted to, you know, we've got rid of, because usually that would just be concrete. Maybe you'd see a bit of sandstone or something, but nothing crazy detailed at your typical park. Because usually you're going through it so quickly. It's like, is it worth decorating? Can you see it from the path? No, then no, it's worth decorating. Like you'll be in and out like in under a second. What's the point? But it's a bit different in Minecraft because the maximum speed of a minecart is literally 9 meters per second, which is so it's slow. Even though 9 meters per second is probably, you know, quite quick in real life. Okay, let's just think. Oh, okay, that's handy that is something that exists. That little relationship between these two buildings. That's 6 blocks away. I don't know how that happened. How that worked out. Just one of those things, I guess. We'll just clear this land out. God, I'm so slightly tired. For some reason, what time is it? Oh, it's only 9:30 as well. We can probably stream for a bit. You know, just do a couple buildings, get some paths in place. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because it's good to have like height and variation changes within park, but when you, it's also like when you've got a ride go underneath something, it's best to leave it flat because that way it just feels like way more natural. So you gotta get like these small variations in the land in like somehow. So having like plazas sunken down a block and stuff like that is a pretty good way to do it. And then, you know, we gotta get this in, we gotta fix the monorail and stuff. And then another thing that, I think the variation in height is quite good. You don't want to go crazy, basically just having your map on like the 45-degree angle or something like that. Although that would be impressive if you could make that work. Maybe like a more mountainous. As you know, you could totally make that work if you did like a Japanese urban suburban park. because it's quite to build it on the side of a volcano and stuff. You could probably make that work. Granted, you would definitely need small areas of flatland. But you know, not the end of the world. But just like small variations here and there really help make the because this is a super flat world, and so far, flat is basically the perfect word to describe the park. Like we can go, you can count the elevation changes on the path on like your hand, on a single hand. Like here's one. There's one by where the old Photoshop for Dark Forest was. That's still there, because I'm still planning to have that. That's two. Going up, the mining village is elevated. That's three. The path going around the outside is also elevated. To meet up with it. Gold Rush is elevated. Up against, and then the Enterprise wheel. I can't remember. Is it the excavator? You know, Gold Rush is elevated against Miner, and the excavator, I believe is what it's called, is below by a block. Or is it 2 blocks? Whatever it is, there's an elevation change there. So I think, and that area actually came out pretty well. You know, I'm fairly happy with how the park's coming out, because I'm not the best builder. I'm good at coasters, I'm not much else. It's a shame, but that's the way it is. What else have we got? Oh, right, yeah. I guess, you know, I think the buildings in the park are okay, considering I'm saying I'm not, like, a good builder. Like, I'm okay. I can get by. I think the shape of those buildings is pretty good. And I like the one for the second lift hill, because I don't know, I just like buildings in theme parks where it's like so obvious that that just exists for the ride. I think that's cool. So that building's there just like, oh, that's obviously just there to hide like supports for a second lift hill. It's like, yeah. And it doesn't even look bad at all, like it's really thin and doesn't do anything. I don't think it was bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, the mining village is interesting because it's like I didn't, you know, I'm just thinking back to the old park. I've just been thinking about it a lot because we're probably approaching like a year, maybe, or like 9 months since it was gone. I didn't miss it, although it wasn't the greatest, you know. It was a product of its time and the person I was then, and now. You know, I think to the buildings then, it was, well, there wasn't really buildings, it was mainly, well, there was actually quite a few, I don't know what, there was buildings, they weren't of a high quality though. I think the best building was probably, the entrance building, you know. I liked it a lot, so I copied it as accurately as I could over here. But you can see that I did actually add some of these andesite polished changes into it, just to spruce it up. And I was meaning to do that to the roof, just add some andesite into the stone bit. I forgot though. But, you know, it's the way it is. I will do it probably soon then. now that I've just reminded myself that I'm gonna do it, you know, it can just be like, if I do it, it's like a small thing I can talk about in the update video on Monday to make it seem like I've done more than I have. Because I asked the art to them, you know. You gotta seem like you've done loads when you've really done jack all. Yeah, but the old build style of the old park was interesting. So I think back because I, you know, my hand's kind of held at the minute with how I'm doing it. It's like, okay, I'm using like the original park layout of sorts. It's changing slightly, but the general idea of where stuff is like still there. So like this ride and this ride, because originally that was Dark Forest, and I was like, okay, I'll just have that as Dark Forest now. And then I was like, wait, I should probably do a themed area, like an actual theme. A forest is a difficult theme. It's more like a general kind of thing. So that got changed to well, that spruce splitter, and then a building which is basically just a repaint of the original what's it called? I think it was called Cursed Cuisine or something, which I thought was a clever name. Actually, the building wasn't that bad, and we did have some backstage to it and stuff. This one doesn't have much backstage, actually. I don't think you can access. It's mainly on there's a maintenance area and stuff. I do need to add some paths around rides and stuff like that. But for the moment, this was good. At least the rides in a minute you can't, because that one doesn't warrant it. Like where the paths would be. Actually, I don't need paths because paths like when I can just have a more indirect route. But like the old park, kind of, you know, over 6 years, obviously you're gonna improve and stuff, and there's a lot of going back. Obviously, the entire plaza was originally just like this stone thing. It wasn't a circle because I hadn't bothered using a circle generator. But it did, actually no. Oh, you know, I'm just thinking back to random details and stuff. There was something. There was like a circle built into it, if I remember. Yeah, there was. And basically, what it was, there was like this little there was like this cutout in the path. It was tiny and it wasn't centered. I think it was like 30 or 40 blocks. No, it would be 31 blocks wide or something like that. Because I generally don't do even circles. Because the circle generator I use highlights center blocks. But if it's even, it doesn't do it. So it just makes my life easier. Yeah, so chances are most circles in this map are odd number. But it had like a palm island and it had a villager that was named so he didn't despawn, but I think he despawned anyway. And I built like this little abandoned hub, which actually wasn't too bad. It was like jungle wood and stuff. It was just really misplaced compared to other things on the map. Well, the entire area. And then from this concrete circle, you could access 2 rides. You could just walk straight onto the miner, which obviously is still here, just improved, and you could walk straight onto the ritual, which won't be making a return for a while. It might be making a return if I do like a Aztec jungle area, but it was just a really muddled, confusing, like review kind of thing. It was interesting. Yeah. I I'm trying to think. I remember the ride quite well because I think I listened to the same album whilst building it, like over and over. Yeah, I remember it was Pink Floyd The Wall. I just had that album on. So like, yeah, I was just building a corridor and it was just we don't need no education, like every hour and a half or so. Interesting. I remember that ride taking ages because it was actually quite detailed. It wasn't like visually interesting. At least the outside wasn't. At least it was quite horrible. And the inside, I don't. It basically just felt like one long corridor, so I don't think I did a good job on the inside either. At least some parts I did like. There was like this, like a walkway behind a wall. I remember there was a lot of stuff there. Some of the redstone I did was quite cool, like triggered with the lava, releasing when you entered a room and stuff, and it kind of raced you as you helix down. It was like a long indoor coaster. There's longer. The one that was at Phantasialand, I think, Temple of the Nighthawk is 6,000 feet. Uh, it's about 5 sections, which is just ridiculous. Um, I kind of want to do something like it. Uh, you know, but yeah, that is. I think it's interesting, that ride, or just like the interest, the park in general. So, but that was the original plaza, and I remember, uh, you could see Dark Forest from the path, but you couldn't see the miner because although you could queue for it, you couldn't see it because it was just right in this forest. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember because I think because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do custom trees like all around. Oh, those custom trees are horrible. Well, the oak ones were decent, you know. The my birch and spruce ones were not. My spruce ones have got like slightly more cartoony now, but they're like a reasonable scale, I think. I could probably put in the work and do like proper alpine ones. Um, but yeah, I just, and then it was like one wide fence supports, and it had a switchback in it, even though the idea was it was meant to be like this really traditional woody, like barely making it around the corners and stuff. You know, like Cyclone at Coney Island, that kind of traditional, which I think is an interesting idea and something I would like to attempt again, like a really old style ride. Who's like a really old PT? No, I don't know. Din, they're pretty old. Actually, the miner which is in this park was originally going to be a din, and then I was like, wait, I could do a din, or I could do Minecraft's first next gen GCI. I think either way, I would have got Minecraft's first. Either Minecraft's first next gen GCI or Minecraft's first custom din coaster, because I don't think people do custom din coasters. Um, you know. Um, but it's like, oh, okay, but uh, no one has. If I say custom din, you're not gonna know. Like, you look at the ride and go, okay, what makes it a din, you know? But if you go, oh, next gen GCI, I think it's quite obvious what makes it next gen. You know, steel supports on the lift, a corkscrew on a woody coaster, and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay. Either way I can get a record, but which is one people are gonna go, oh okay, yeah, I get where I get that record. I get where that's coming from. Yeah, I think that's with the mine at least. The original one's like a forest. It had like some mining village buildings off to the side. I remember it had a pixel art pickaxe built into like the lift support, which was interesting. It wasn't a good layout at all. It was a big layout though. As in, not big as in like a massive, massive layout. like the ridiculous thing that's currently over there. Like big as in it took up a lot of space. It was a waste of space, but it was still a lot of space. And that was actually kind of the center of like that central area in the park. It was just this big forest with this crappy woody coaster in it. And then the plaza changed to an ellipse. Well, elliptical donut because it was an ellipse but with a hole in it. And then that got water in it. And then I was going to do a fireworks show because the ritual was added once I did that. It was originally this fairground inspired ride. I think it was inspired by Jetstar 2, but I didn't know it at the time. It's just the closest comparison I could think of, like now. Um, but it was definitely inspired by it because I do remember my thoughts back then. Kind of mess of no idea what I'm doing. It was a big ride. I should. But yeah, I did the elliptical remodel of the um. Oh, I did the elliptical remodel of the entrance plaza in the old park, and then I did the ritual, and then I retweaked some things, and that was kind of like the entrance. That kind of carried over because I was fairly happy with that. Like, honestly, if you take away all the buildings and stuff, and it's just the sign, the path, and this entrance building, it's pretty accurate to what it was like originally. The only that was a cave there, because the entrance to the mine was a cave. Like you walk through a mine shaft to get really far away from basically everything. Um, yeah, and I think this was the ritual where the monorail backstage, which definitely needs an extension up to the map edge, was. Um, and that building was huge. It came like there was a path leading off here. It came up to here, so it was probably like this big. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, this path came down. There would be like kind of like some crap buildings with cobblestone roofs. Like 2012, you're just getting the hang of building kind of buildings, and then the path would drop, and you'd walk underneath the second monorail station, and then there'd be the construction site, which is going to be in the same place, like just over here, kind of. I do want to pace it out slightly, just because, uh, it's quite visually clashing with this area, I imagine. You can see what I mean by, like, it's more obvious what a next-gen GCI is compared to, like, if I built, like, a, a DIN coaster, which is interesting, I think. Um, yeah, but what else was in the original park? Just whilst we're talking about it, because I do remember, like, a great deal about it. I do miss it a lot. I wonder if it'll ever just show up. Dark Forest was the second ride I built in the park. The miner was first, I believe, because in all the failed parks I've had, because Heartforge wasn't my first park. I had like Pirate Land, which was a dumb name, but it's like when you're at the age when it's like, oh yeah, that's a good name. That had a massive woody in it. It wasn't good. I put a golf course in the middle of it because it kind of had like this massive hole in the center, which I thought was cool. Putting the I think that's still cool now, like a golf course surrounded by a coaster. Uh, yeah, that part was on like when it had like the world presets and it was the redstone testing world one, so it was like 5 layers of sandstone basically. uh, I do have my oldest park though. Like it's on my iPad. It's called Villager Land. Uh, it's called that because I thought if I covered it in villager spawners, the park would look populated. I was right, but I didn't understand this thing called lag at the time. So basically, I basically made a lag machine. So I just did it so they're at the front. Those coasters were awful, like genuinely just awful. Um, but that park must be so old. I wonder if I could. I wonder if it tells me when worlds are created, because it would be way before 2015. Because it's a big park. There's a lot in it. Yeah. It's probably about the size of the old park, but coaster density is way higher. They were basically stacked on top of each other. But it was like you know, it was kind of like 2012 coasters where a smooth turn is just like a one block 90-degree corner. Um, you know, the golf, I don't know, the golden age of coasters, I guess. At least when they were popular. Uh, I remember it. Yeah, but back to old Heartforge. Kind of just comparing the areas. Uh, so Dark Forest in this park is kind of, well, it's obviously an homage. It's obviously a better layout because I now understand what makes a good layout and not. Um, uh, Although I did change it when I did this. This is a better layout to the better layout. Uh, so this is probably like, I could probably make this better. But basically, actually, me improving this layout was basically just shortening it and changing one drop, or like just one part of the ride, which is interesting. I'm kind of trying to get out of the habit of making my rides like ridiculously long, because it's just, granted, one of the rides I'm gonna add at some point. It kind of breaks that rule of being ridiculously long, as it may or may not. You know, I'm not saying it's a 5-minute ride. I'm not saying it is though. It definitely is. I need to change it because I've grown to hate it. Well, not hate it. I've found flaws which I'm gonna fix when the time comes, and because I basically robbed you of me just figuring out how to build what will probably be my most complex ride for a while. I'm gonna do all the repairs on stream because I know what I want to do. You know, I'm gonna set up everything beforehand, and then we're just gonna go crazy. Yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's yeah, but with this, you know, obviously Dark Forest was it took the name of the original from the old park. It was an okay ride. It's still kind of weird, uh, that weird. You know, I think there's like levels. It's quite easy to put park roller coaster makers in Minecraft, or people who build rides in Minecraft. It's quite easy to categorize them, like based on how they build. Um, you know, at the bottom you've kind of got like these 90-degree turns, like everything's diagonal. 2012 kind of style. Like if you saw it, it'd be like, oh yeah, that's old. That's like level 1. Level 2 is like, oh okay, there's like some attempt at smoothing here. Yeah, like, oh okay, the turns are getting slightly wider. Um, Level 3 is their rides are now smooth, like the turns are great and stuff, but it's like it feels locked to the grid. Um, Basically what I mean by that is like, um, well actually I can demonstrate it here. It's the difference between this lift hill and this lift hill. This lift hill's locked to the grid. It's built on a straight line, so it's like it works. It's good. Like I'm not saying this is bad, but imagine a coaster where basically everything's like a 90-degree or 45-degree turn, which is basically what like level 3 is. Um, you know, level 3. We're also getting a bit creative. Maybe we're showing inversions. You know, we're not doing them like with barriers and stuff underneath the track. Um, but we're attempting them, which is the important bit. Level 4, but like level 4, you got your inversions. You're getting them good. You got the barriers. Your profiling's good, but it's not locked to the grid like this. This ride isn't locked to the grid because there's very little straight sections. The straightest section is that lift hill and this drop track here because of the building. Other than that, it's kind of off. It does look better when it's on an angle. It just looks way more advanced or like more complex. Granted, lock to the grid isn't bad by any stretch. If we come over to the minor here, I'd say this ride is on grid quite a bit. Like we got a 90-degree turn. We're on the lift hill. That's fine. Lift hills like this on 90-degree turns is fine. Complicated really quickly. Like with this style of supports, when you've got like angles involved, it gets quite annoying. And we've basically got a 90-degree turn, but we've got like this. This is like a really subtle change in the grid. We're moving over a couple blocks, like horizontally over like a large length. This section's straight here because we're under a bridge. I didn't really want to turn. And here we're not on the grid at all and stuff. Yeah, but we do have like these straight sections aren't bad on a ride, but it's kind of finding that balance between okay, what can we put on an angle to make it look slightly better, and what can we just have straight? Uh, because straight isn't bad, but angles is better. It's level 4, I'd say, and level 5 is you've mastered that. Like you're the best there can be. You know, you've got your transitions between elements are basically perfect. Your support work is incredible. Oh yeah, I should have probably gone through supports as well. I'll just redo my little ranking system there. So level 1 supports is straight down, just poles straight down. Level 2, still poles straight down, but the placement of them is like a lot better. Like a level 1 support is just like, it just feels random where the supports are. And like, you're gonna be next to the track by a block and stuff, which is something you really want to try and avoid, really. Because it just kind of, it removes breathing room from the coaster, which is, I think, something that's quite important, depending on what you're trying to do. But in general, it's why this trench is so wide. I do want, I want it to breathe slightly. Level 2 support guy, you're getting a bit more strategic with how you're doing your supports. It's like, okay, how can I place? They're still going straight down. They're still going straight down, but they're spaced out slightly. Yeah, there might still be one or two just next to the track and stuff, but it's not the end of the world. Level 3, you've kind of got these B&M style where you're adding like poles to the side of them. You're getting A-frame supports and stuff like that in place. And this also goes up with the coaster as well, because obviously up to this level 3 for coasters as well, you're basically building on 90-degree angles the entire time, so all your supports are going to be on 90-degree angles. Level 4, you can do somewhat complicated supports. Still, you're doing dual pods and tripods. You can do them on a variety of angles, and it looks good. And you know, so you got the angle, and you're not going flat down. You're including footers because I think that is a detail that a surprising amount of people miss out on, which is interesting. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going up to, what is it now? Level 4? Yeah, I think so. Level 4. Okay. You can do, your support work is getting creative. You kind of get like this Gerstlauer style support work going on. Where you're connecting it, you're really thinking through where supports go and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Oh yeah, that looks slightly better. Yeah, and level 5, your supports are perfect. Like, you've really just mastered it. You can use the walls and stuff. I don't know where I'd put myself. Maybe around level 4 or 5. Because I think I'm decent, but I think I can probably be better. It's just like, you know, I just need to find time to practice, really. I'll find it, and I'll get better. Through the park is a good way. Like, you saw how, well, if you look at like my first ride I uploaded compared to like this, which is my latest, it's safe to say there's been some sort of improvement. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I have got better since the first ride I built. Well, not the first ride I built. The first ride I uploaded a video of, which wasn't the first ride I built. The first ride I built was a mine, and the first video I uploaded was Wild Mine, which is when I decided, because I was stupid at the time, that taking on multiple projects at once is an intelligent idea and I should do it. This is why nothing got done in the old park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I had idiot idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna move you there. And I'm gonna move you there. And then you're gonna go there. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just interesting. Obviously, it's not bad if you're low on my, on my ranking system. Like, if you're level 1 or 2, everyone's got to start somewhere. So, you just, the best way to improve at coast is just being honest with yourself. It's like, oh, is this, like, if I look at, like, what I consider to be the best coaster builders in Minecraft, and I go, okay, what are they doing differently to me? How do they do a corner, and how do I do a corner? It's like looking at the differences and going, okay. Because that way it's like, oh, I understand. You want to understand what they're doing instead of copy them. Oh, look at that. Okay, look at that. Let's just fly up and admire that view whilst I get my phone. Um, yeah, I think this plaza area is coming together. I've completely derailed from the topic of the old park layout and how this is inspired. So we'll jump back to that. Okay. Um, we'll jump back to that right after I get a big glass of water because I've now got a sore throat. I haven't streamed for a while and I've just gone on a massive rant about how I categorize coaster builders. So be back in just 2 minutes. Alright, okay, I'm back on the headset. My hands are currently just doing something. Uh, so, I will move, I'll move the player in just 1 second. Um, has anyone joined is the question? Nope. That's a shame. No one ever comes to the park. And if there's someone watching, you know, um, pinned comment exactly how you join the park. You just add my Bedrock Microsoft account, which is Mr. Soapy2611. And then when I'm on the world and I've got it on, because sometimes I'm on and I'm building it offline. That's very rare though. You can join, come ride the rides and stuff. Pretty epic. And then yeah, and then if you just want to chat to me else when I'm not on the park, there is a park Discord server, which is, epic. Um, the more people there are, the more active it gets. There's about 60 people in it, I think. It's not very active, I must admit. Yeah, but if you want to just chat about coasters, I post updates on how the park's coming along there, and there's just other stuff there as well. Polls, like other parks and stuff, because I'm not the only park, although that would probably give me a bigger audience if I was. Uh, but it's the way it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but do join Discord. There's also polls, and I do post regular updates when I am building of kind of stuff that's going on. Chat. There's other people there. So if you want feedback on builds, coasters, it's probably the place to be. How do I feel about that? Yeah, not bad. So that gives us a bit more space to do something with this. We kind of got this plan to hit. So first things first, turn it into slabs. Actually, I kind of want to do it like this. Yeah, I think that's slightly better. And then here, we can just take it out. There, just do it like that. Oh, look at that. You can see it come down. Kind of epic. Now, something I think that would be, Galaxy Brain, if I just can find the moss block. Yes. Yeah, but whilst they build, because this is a bit more mindless again, this ride in the original park was a somewhat of a mind drain. Actually, it was kind of one of the newer rides, so I don't get why it turned out so awful. Like, it's generally just like an awful ride. I don't know what I did. Um, yeah, but basically it was like this. What the? Oh, right. What do I do here? Do I just follow and like that? What's this one? Oh, okay. Like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it was like this mine. I think it was called like Floral. No, not Floral Fury. No, sorry, that's Botanic Panic. That was something else. Um, it was Floral Mother Nature's Wrath, actually, was its name. Stupid, I know. Named after a Cuphead boss, similar to Botanic Panic, which will not be returning. I know, very sad time. Um, but yeah, it was like this mine train kind of wedged in the corner. I kind of have expanded on this corner a bit. You know, we've kind of added a gazebo in the middle. We've added this plaza, but it still feels it's on a corner, which I'm fairly happy with how this is turning out actually. Um, just how this is lining up is going quite well. Um, I think this is actually quite noticeable. As you know. Oh, hey there, Spratty. Um, oh no, it's not too bad. I think once I kind of get the terrain like this, um, over here, I think it'll probably be slightly better. But we'll leave that just for now because I do actually want to get some rough building shapes done, especially this one because I have no idea how I'm gonna kind of what the arch is gonna be like. So we'll just grab the basics for now. I also want to do something with this because it's I kind of did this so you could see the ride, but you can only see it from the corners. So this kind of needs to become a fence wall kind of vibe kind of deal. But at the same time, I don't want to take out part of the trench, but I don't think it'll be too much of a deal breaker. Um, I don't want to use spruce because I want there to be a difference between this planter edge and this. Um, there's a wall. I don't think any of the walls will fit. Um, so probably have to be dark oak because it is a material that is used like elsewhere in the park. But it still has got to be like a block tool, so we'll leave it for now. Um, that's yeah, fun times. Oh wait, why did I get rid of that? Okay, grab, grab. Actually, it's gonna be interesting because this and that. Oh yeah, I don't. I probably should actually add in some of the grey, light grey terracotta into that at some point. Um. Oh well. Oh yeah. Also gonna need, gonna need that. More pillars. The more the merrier. Okay, so we've got a diagonal building there, and this building here. Kind of, they border the path. So let's start here. Just go up a couple blocks at the start. Um, okay. I'm not sure how tall or what shape. For the station, I kind of want to have. Which building is it? Probably something like this. This kind of roof, and then like just a church tower on it or something. For this one, I have no idea. We'll figure out the roof in a bit. This bit does need to be higher than that bit though, just so the roofs do merge in a way that isn't weird. Uh, yeah, yeah. This is like the one thing of building right up against a trench wall. Looks scuffed. Uh, yeah. I'll just put this one on top for the moment. Okay. Oh, if I could actually build up. Oh, those ones are the same? Damn, okay. I could move the building. How? Oh, it'd only have to go forward like a block, right? So that would be there. That would be there. That would be there. That would be there. Do I move it forward a block? I think I do because yeah, I'm gonna move it forward a block because it also um I think there are a couple of advantages to this. Um, you know, I kind of as much as of this plaza area as we can cut away is the better. Because I don't want to just have another massive empty space. I probably can put like some planters in here or something. Um, okay, let's just yeet these pillars. Yeah, I want to get this right, you know. I want this to be a nice addition. I think it's feeling quite natural so far. Uh, you know, we can have buildings either side. The monorail coming over here is going to be epic. Granted, I think a support will go there or something. I don't know how I feel about breaking the rule of the monorail spacing, but it might just have to be like a one-off thing, just so you know it doesn't look ridiculous or is in a really awkward place. You know, it's compromise after compromise with this park. I tell you what. Okay, so here's hoping this is slightly better. God, I got a Motorhead song stuck in my head right now. So this means that we're not going to get any weird clipping on. Okay, this pillar can now move to here. Epic. I love that new position for it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Oh, I just yeeted the path. That's cool of me. And then these ones are just kind of offset by a block, which is weird. Here, we're not. We're just against the trench edge, which I think is better. Uh, I don't. Can I break? Oh, I can. That's kind of epic. Obviously, I can't that side. You know, you can't have it all. I don't think you're gonna notice, unless I've just pointed it out to you, which I have. You know, from the floor plan we've got here, it's not. Well, actually, you can't see the other side of the building from here. And why the hell would you be counting the number of pillars on it, on a building? You're meant to be enjoying the ride. Um, like, okay. Right, pillar time. How tall did I make them before? I probably should have kept a reference. Oh, it was rough anyway, so, eh. Um, I'm gonna do a stone base on that one over there. I don't want to do it on this one because I don't want to have trench wall, stone base, more trench wall. Just trench wall just all the way up is probably going to be better. Uh, Damn, Spratty taking its time logging in there. Yeah, you can see that there. That's good. I do like just having a bit of space. You know, I think I could have probably integrated the building into the trench, but the thing with that is like it's on a curve. Like this is such a weird. It's like a non-uniform curve, so it'd just be a pain. So I think just leaving it as you're meant to be there. Now that I think about it, and you are there. Okay, I'm gonna put these pillars in, even though they're not gonna be here for a while, just because I want to get you know, I want to get this roof kind of figured out. pretty quickly. You know, I'm feeling kind of uh good about like a taller first bit. Uh, for the roof, I'm not sure still what I want to do. I hope this isn't too tall. Um, maybe, I mean, if I'm feeling it's too tall, I could probably add like a bit of an overhang and have this be like like an encompassed area, or like just add an awning or something. How do you even spell that word? Awning. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, but these tall buildings aren't bad by any means, particularly by like, you know, a lot of these buildings are quite tall. That doesn't feel too bad, especially in scale with the ride. Like, I don't feel like that's out of proportion with the rest of the area, because that's a bloody tall building there. You know, that's massive. That is taller than the ride itself. Granted, I think the buildings are the tallest part of this. Um, you know, it's the buildings are definitely the tallest part of this park so far. Obviously, that's going to change. Um, yeah, okay. So I think is it tall enough? Because now, before I was worrying, oh, is it tall enough? But looking at everything else, it's fine. It's not too tall, but is it too short? Because I'm now worrying about this roof, which will be tall. I don't mind them merging like halfway. I think that could be quite interesting visually. But let's figure that out. Um, I need to reorganize my invent. So we're gonna need that. Um, this. Okay, we're gonna take you and you. There. This is the base of our building. Because here, obviously, we're gonna have an arch. Uh, is this track centered? Yeah. Okay, that is centered. I was like, wait, did I actually manage to center that? Okay, let's put the arch in to find like the minimum height this could be, really. Uh, I'll just use blocks for the moment. Uh, so maybe one, one. Oh, that's interesting. It's on the thing, so. Uh, okay, I think the minimum arch looks like this. I don't mind one block here, so that would be kind of like that. So you need to go up to here. Um, and then you'd have dark oak along here. And then here. Okay, so your roof's gonna start here. So let's do this. Let's figure this roof out. I think also just leaning slightly more into the actual logging side of thing is probably a smart idea. So let's so maybe have a bit more equipment around this time. Now I believe this sock, this circle, the circumference of this is odd. Never mind. Okay, I'm glad I'm wrong about that. Yeah, that's way too big. um, one. I need this to be like a reasonably sized roof, so something like this. Uh, you know, but I think I could probably make that slightly. better. But yeah, for now, we'll rock this for just for the moment. And let's take that back to here. Yeah, we got the 2 through 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know, just to keep it consistent, we might as well just go 2, 2. Because we could have gone. What was another design we could have done? 3, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's just way too like lateral for me. I just need it to be slightly more longitudinal. Okay, so let's bring the minimum along. Okay, I'm glad that it clears the minimum. You know, that's what I need it to do. We can work kind of in this area. I think so. Let me bring this across on both sides so we kind of get an area of effect. Okay, that actually hits 2 beams, which is quite interesting. You know, this roof will probably stay, just because I like it. We could do a roof like this on the other one as well, and also because I've worked it out now, so I'm not going to change it. Let's bring that along. And I just know I. Oh, okay. I need to stop being dumb. Uh, 1, 2. Yeah, this is because of the unique position of the pillars. We basically got areas where the pillars uh, intersect with the roof in interesting ways. Um, I don't mind this intersecting with a roof kind of around this level. I think that would probably look pretty good. You know, we got the arches either side. Obviously not like that because that's horrific to look at. Um, More of a yeah, more of something like that. Yeah, this roof is looking good shaping wise. Obviously, texture wise, it's quite non-existent right now. Texture wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Texture. There is no texture. It's what is this? Is this? Oh, it's blue terracotta. You always have to check with terracotta because Mojang don't understand terracotta quite yet. You know, if you've seen how they label their terracotta, you'd see it's interesting. So a height like that is pretty good. So we got that. The thing is like, where can I see this? Only from here. Maybe around. From here, you can kind of see the intersect of the roofs. I just wanted to have like an interesting design, really. Yeah, I need to convert that to an arch. So I think we got the height basically sorted. We now need to figure out a design for the second roof and how to implement it. Because this building on an angle. Angles are annoying in Minecraft. Yeah. That's like the understatement of the century. Probably. Okay. So let's go from here. One, two. Where's our center? Oh, we got a 2 block center. Oh, I did not think about that. Obviously, we need to keep it similar shape to that. And we need to go in, not out. Okay, so there's a fourth of the. That's 2/3 of the blocks right there. Okay. How about one? What? Wait, what's the difference? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. This is interesting. This could get very funky very quickly, I think. Okay. It's kind of horrific, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a trench roof might be best for this one. So let's change this up slightly to be more like 1, 1, 1, 2. Just something like this is just gonna be better though, isn't it? Yeah, that's just better shape-wise. Obviously, it looks a bit scuffed right now because we haven't got the border on it. 1, 2, 3. That does look straight. It's weird because it's like there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, that just goes along like that and connects into that. Obviously, I'm not detailing this building just yet. We will do that in a second. I just, we gotta get this roof figured out. Oh, would you look at that? It's already merged. Amazing. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? What's the difference between these two? What? Oh, I was wondering. This pole isn't placed right. It's not on a diagonal. Right, okay. I was so confused for a second. I was like, wait, what? What happened to the pole? But nah, we're good. Oh, God. Okay. So, like that. So our roof merge is good. Um, our roof on this side is just slightly taller than it. Ideally it might have been just a couple blocks more, but I'll take it. You know. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, why am I testing that? And I think I'm gonna do the other side because our top's 6 blocks wide. We really do, and you're not gonna see it from the ground. We kind of just have like some room to have errors. You know, it's like, oh, okay, if one because like diagonal buildings can be fun. You know, they have some interesting properties here in the a land of 90 degrees. Like this. For some reason existing. It's there as well. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's just why? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we might be alright though. I hope we're alright. Okay, how about this? Actually, that's interesting. Why that's 6? The rest of them are 4. It's just because how the diagonals work, I guess. I mean, I think the old park had a couple diagonals. Oh yeah, we were talking about the old park. Basically, in the old park, this ride used to be Nature's Fury, which was like a mine train thing. Well, it was a family ride. Is the best way of putting it. Mine train is not a way of putting it because it was not that. Like at all. Unless it's talking more traditional mine train, which I think was the idea behind it. I'll never know though, because, you know, past Soap is kind of stupid. You know, he's a bit of a half-wit. Yeah. And, you know, the supports were kind of like these really thick tree trunks, which is, I think it's a fun idea. I'm not going to say it's unrealistic because I can see a park like having support and then building something around it. Like, yeah. Or have it, actually they'll probably have the thing as it, because inspecting that support must be so annoying. Um, yeah, yeah, but I think it wasn't good. It did have like this fake out section where it looked like you were going flat, but then the track went down, which was it had a bit of terrain around it. It had quite a nice fence around the ride actually. I guess that's one positive. It I only actually had to like beam. It wasn't actually finished like beaming wise, technically speaking. Um. Okay, yeah, you do put the corners on. Right, we're gonna put these black stone borders on it because these reefs look ugly as hell without them. Oh, that just looks dumb. Uh, yeah, but I think without um, without doubt, it was definitely the worst ride in the old park. It was so stupid. Uh, but yeah, that's the old park. This is the new park, and we actually know what we're doing. And it was also built up against a wall, which was another terrible idea of the old park. Is I didn't want to build transitions between the areas, so I didn't. I just put walls up, and I put what was on the opposite side on the wall. So you know, to make it slightly more confusing for people. Um, it was a lot of effort for something that I didn't like, and it wasn't. I disliked it after the park got deleted, like most of the stuff in the park. Um, Hopefully that won't happen to this park. The dislike and getting deleted bit, because I don't want either of those things to happen to it. Um, okay. Stare there and then stare there, and then that and then that, and that. Um, I guess another thing to, it was kind of an L shape. Going through, I mean, it was a fun idea, I guess, the old mine train. It was just poorly executed. I guess that was probably the best way to describe the old park. Uh, Fun idea, poorly executed. Um, Hang on, let me just message Spratty because he said it was coming, but he hasn't shown up. So I'm just like, are you still coming? Oh, it's okay. Yeah. So that's the roof of. Oh wait, we've nearly finished the roof. We got this roof to do here now. So yeah, put stairs where we need to. I think I need the block. Uh, okay. Oh, I wouldn't connect. Damn. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just tech text sourcing. Um. Okay. Cool. Alright, that's probably the shape it's gonna be. I don't know if I do a block there. I can't remember what I did over here. You see, now we're kind of adding stuff to the. Okay, we did that here, which is interesting. Oh yeah, these kind of engravings is. Okay, no, we don't. Right, I think I've got it from here. I hope. Um. Absolutely, you are going to notice where the where do I bring this up to? Because I don't want to bring it all. Oh wait, these pillars are in the same place, right? Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh wait, you are now. Okay. Invite. I can't remember his name. Okay, give me a second just to invite. No, I don't want to invite him. Colin. What's his name? What's his name? Okay. J. John. Oh, there we go. Invite. Okay, hopefully that will work. Because basically, when you get to here, you do this instead of maybe not there because well, it's on the edge. Hey, let's just see if I've got him. Success. Oh wait, I just need to update his permissions because I'm too lazy to set up something to do this automatically. Use doors and switches and open containers. Oh, well, look, it's gone weird. Yeah, but basically here we can kind of just add these little notches. What the fuck? Why is it just these? Uh, yeah, yeah. It just kind of just spruces up the roof slightly. Do I put them on like right on the end? I don't know if I would or not. Um. Oh, okay. No, I'm doing that slightly wrong actually. It's either side of these. Um. Yeah, let's get rid of. We'll do this bit in a second. That's embarrassing. Oh, oh, I'll soap. Um. God. Um. How, why did I do that? So basically, there's going to be dark oak here, kind of just to mask the border between these two. It kind of just blends it together slightly more. Okay, that's the dark. That's the roof rims kind of put in place. You can see how that makes like such a big difference. Like it's actually insane. That just looks like 100 times better already. So probably the next app is to. Oh, that's interesting. Do I like that? Hmm. Probably put some walls just on the inside, just so we kind of have like more of a canvas and less of a frame, which is kind of what it is. It's a frame with a roof. Uh, oh wait, if you just there's a map room. Let me teleport to him. Just teleport. Uh, teleport who winners will check. Over there, there's one, and then there's two back there that you kind of just walked away from. And then there's a map room over there. Hello. I don't know if you're. Yeah, it's not much because it's still early days for the park at the minute. Yeah, I'm glad I put barriers on the railing. Is the new ride there? I'm sure you'll come through in a second. There you are. Yeah, pretty epic. So that's just here. Q, press the button and then just push once. That's pass. There's not too much of a difference with this ride. Oh, someone read the sign. I really hope this doesn't break. I did give him permission to press buttons, right? Use doors and switches. Yeah. Press button. Oh, there we go. Cool. I'll just leave him be. We'll see him just fly around. That's the map room now. Okay. Yeah, I think this area feels a bit more built up already. Well, okay, yeah, okay. I was like, wait, is he gonna press the button? I was just checking to see if I gave you the permissions because you spawn as a visitor, so you basically have no rights. Yeah. And then there's a map room which is like that building there. You can see the coasters on it, but the other two are just like in that bit over there. Okay, hopefully this doesn't break, because it broke last time, so just like, when you come to a stop, don't move. That's the first bit. I just did not. Okay, cool. There we go. Second half of the ride. I don't know if you did all of it backwards or just the second half. Oh, I just didn't know what to do. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty complex pressing a single button, it's okay. Yeah, I probably should have a sign that says press to ride or something. Build this up. Oh wait, I need to build this up to the roof. This bit here, I think I'm gonna find a way to get some dark oak in. Just to, well, I know I need dark oak because it's part of the build palette, but just to spice it up slightly more, probably be best. I don't know, it's looking a bit rough around the edges for that at the minute. I'll go see how I did the other one, because it's a similar curve shape. Yeah, that's probably the right word. I missed 2 blocks. What's this? Yeah, this is the mushroom block. This could be the build style on the theme park island. It's not too complicated, demanding, except for the whoa, moving track. Oh, there's some commands underneath which clone a section of track, like over and over. Yeah, it's a bit scuffed if you're watching from above, because I'm not too great with commands. But like, from the ride it looks fine, and that's what's important. You can't see it from the park. So who cares? Yeah. Oh wait, here I can just, aha, just do this. Because this building will just be empty, so who cares? And then when you exit, there are some barriers there because there's like a point system which basically tallies up. So if you just need to wander around for a bit, that's fine. Yeah, so like when you see other people, there's like a number above your head that says how many rides you've been on. I have no idea what my number is because I don't know how. I cannot be bothered to type the command to view it yourself. I don't actually know where you are right now. Lost Spratty. He's probably in the station, unless he's wandered back onto the track. Maybe he's already left. Yeah, he's probably already left. Okay. Well, he's the station. There we go. Yeah, I'll go find you and I'll show you the number 1 is above your head. Oh wait. There, see? There's now a 1 above your head. And there's like a 180 something. Hello. I don't know what the number above my head is. Oh yeah, they're just... Help. Yeah, the only record I have. So you've been on 1 ride and 195. Oh, that's quite bad because there's 3 rides operating in the park. I definitely didn't just set up one. I just definitely didn't have like a gate set up and go for it multiple times. That didn't happen. I promise. Yeah, that's on all the rides. Pino did that system actually. Dead good. That's interesting that these intersect at different blocks. It's probably because of the distance between them. Because the 4 starts from there, but here it's like actually in line, I'd say. Oh, I do need this line here. This can just be a bit of terrain, like rough, torn up terrain or something like that. Could be cool. I was gonna make sure I actually properly seal off everything. Yeah. So this comes up to here, right? Oh, do I need to do? Yeah, I'll play it safe and just. I might as well just go all the way up, all the way around. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's good. So that goes up to here. Epic single building that I've done, plus plaza design. Which is very cool. Okay. Ferris wheel working? Nah, it doesn't work. It's just a model. I I could probably make it work, but it'd require a couple. It would require a lot of clone commands and a lot of I'd have to have multiple versions of the Ferris wheels at different rotations. I'd only have to do a quarter of it because it's basically all the same. Like once I've done the quarter turn, you can't tell how far it's gone because of the seat colouring and stuff. But I don't feel like doing that. Yeah, it would require a lot of commands. Yeah, exactly. I I cannot deal with. I'm awful with commands. Like I can just about do clone commands and even then I usually cut my park in half, which I've done twice now. So I was like, I was just copying some path to be quick, and then I just sliced the pizza place there. And if you go, yeah, if you go into the kitchen in the pizza place, you can go into the backstage area of the park. Because I think it's cool to be able to explore backstage. So yeah, feel free to go into the current backstage. That's one of the ways, because the backstage areas are currently separated. I will find a way to connect them. And then that goes into the miners' maintenance, and then it goes all the way around to Gold Rush's maintenance. And oh wait, no, yeah, you can get to loads actually from that one backstage. I've done a Busch Gardens Tamper and put the backstage in the middle of the park, which was a very intelligent move. Yes. I probably could have planned it slightly. Yeah. At least this park's got backstage. The old version of the park didn't. Oh look, there's 3 people here. That's cool. Hello, third person. Right, I've actually nearly finished this bit, which is very epic. Let's just build this up. Okay, we got one wall, or 3, a row of 3, because we've already started on the corner. Okay. It looks tall at the minute because there's like no horizontal breaks in it. So I think once I get a couple of them in place, it will look a bit shorter because it's like, okay, that's just tall. Like, I need a couple. I need to fix this dirt first. That's probably important to do. I don't need to inspect that. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Horizontal breaks. So basically, you just do this window design on it. Um, yeah, okay. So what I'm thinking is, well, let's practice on this pane here. We have three high window. Okay, let me get out my wall decoration. Gonna need, yeah, like this. Oh, I'm gonna need that dark oak. Okay, so we do. This is the plan. Okay. Um. Oh wait, I might be able to just copy this one. Actually, no. Don't go near commands. It never runs well. Okay, like this. Um. Aha. About that. And then. Something like this. Yeah, that just looks way too busy. Okay, so how about that? That. No. And then that. And that. And then you go across like that. Something like that. And then we just kind of got a bit of space there. Let's just go take a look because I can't remember how I do these windows. I know there's definitely some too wide ones somewhere. There's gotta be. That's 5. That's 5. You can see how I do it. There's gotta be 2 somewhere. What? There's no 2? That's unbelievable. I thought there'd be a 2 somewhere. Damn, okay. Guess we figure this out. Okay. Why no 2? See, I don't want to do this though, unless it's like this. How's that? Well, if I grab the iron bar. No. Sorry, I was thinking of doing like a single one, but it's gonna connect to the things, isn't it? God damn it. Okay. Oh, it's a bye just at the end there. Okay. Okay, how is that? I just want to also see just how well this connects into the area above. Obviously, that becomes that. Bye. Alright, see you, Sprutty. That becomes that. That becomes that. Like that? Yeah. Okay. How long have we going? 79 minutes? Is that right? I could have swore it was just a tad bit longer. Let me just reload and see what happens. It's like 11, 11. Yeah, 2 hours. Okay. Hmm. See, that just looks like a bit busy, I think. I don't know, I think we need to get a full, like, wall in place to see. To really... And then this layer, I think... What do I do here? Because I don't want that on show. What did I do over here is the real question. Let's just fly over here. God, I haven't built in so long, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so none of the blocks They're half blocks. Okay. So I might have gone slightly wrong. Because that does look slightly better. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So here, this needs to be this. That needs to be that, just a transition. But suddenly, our problem of the block showing is still here. But that is easily rectified, like that. Look at that. Okay, and now if I do that, oh look at that. That's great. How about that? Oh yes. Why people are showing up now? That's kind of cool. Hello, people. Yeah, that is. Yeah, okay, we can do that to both sides now. If I can remember the design. That. Yeah. They wanted to see if the legend was true, and I'm streaming. No, that's not right. It's like that. Let's go. Yeah, okay. So we kind of just got some space where we can do, you know, something. Yeah, something like that. Something simple. I think that design will work if it's mirrored between all of them. I don't sound very confident about that, granted, because I'm not. Um, I don't really know what I'm doing, you know. Not the greatest when you've been building. I think this can work, you know. Okay. So that's like that. And the base layer there's nothing. So this is like the top layer. Okay, that's interesting. I've got to copy this to all of them. God. These are like the thinnest out of all the panels, I think, which is where I'm having problems because there's like no space to breathe on them. You know, I'm kind of doing heart semi-connectors here because I don't want to like completely overpower it, but I do want it because it is like something that is kind of signature to this style that I've got going on here. Oh, I didn't put one here. That's clever. Oh wait, no, not up here because, you know, I just want to leave one free, just a bit quieter. This is very challenging. Something like that. Yeah. Now these windows are not gonna look centered at all. That was epic start. Just not in the right place. So many fences. Okay, we missed one here as well. God, this is becoming a absolute. Please don't become a complete mess. We'll do this wall and I'll probably stop because I think I just need to walk away for 5 minutes or, well, a couple hours and just see what happens. Okay. You know, maybe get some water. Not that I'm dehydrated or anything. So, let's put the black concrete in. Black concrete, black concrete. Oh, I was about to say, yay, I don't have to do any annoying thing. We'll do that one last because why not? That, 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 that. Bam. Yeah. Um. Oh wait, I got it. There you go. With the rest of it. It's that's definitely true. It's definitely busy. But I think this building has turned out all right. It's turned out all right, you know. It's annoying building on angles in this style. It's really designed for flat on. But like I was ranting about earlier, I think just building on angles just adds a bit. Even if it's like the smallest angle, like it's better than nothing. And then there's like some parks that are just built on 45-degree angles. And it's like what you doing? Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for watching and stuff. If you want to join the park, add Mr. Soapy 2611, capital M, capital S, no spaces, on Microsoft account. So the Bedrock version. This is a Bedrock Park because it's on my PS4. And well, the world's online. You can join. If you're having problems joining, join the Discord and message me there for any problems. Or just join the Discord if you want to hang out, chat about parks, Minecraft parks. You need help with something, got you covered. You know, just a cool, chilled, definitely not dead place. I promise. Yeah. So join that. Um, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm kind of do stream. Well, today, tomorrow, Monday. No, I'm not streaming Monday. Unless I might stream Monday. Maybe Monday. Definitely Wednesday. Definitely Friday. Maybe Saturday. Definitely Sunday. So I kind of want to compensate for the lack of streams over the 6-week holiday. I was meant to get time off, but uh, A levels don't really let you have time off, unfortunately. So yeah, um, I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.